Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome back to Her Story. Now, if you remember, I'm pretty sure we gathered clues that Hannah has a twin sister named Eve, I think. Either that or she's imagining things. I don't like it when it shows things on the screen and I feel like something's coming. I don't know, I see the flickering and it makes me nervous. And then there's still the mystery of Simon, but he's kind of like a sideshow to this whole disaster. So, let's see. I guess the last thing I looked up was twins? I think I watched all these. I feel like it says something if I didn't watch them. So what could we try? Let's just click on one to get a refresher, because I don't remember.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
Yeah. Me this one?
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
Let's try denial. Because I feel like she has a lot of it. Denial? No, that's too bad. These are the ones I saved, so these must be important. Oh yeah, there's this, this one here. I actually had to look it up. It's apparently not Morse code, it's, tap code? I forget which one it was, because apparently she does in a couple of videos, but we didn't see a couple of them still. But I think she might, I think it said she might be saying bad Hannah or, bye Hannah or something or other, but, I don't really know what to make of that, so... I mean, I guess she probably killed somebody, but I don't know. Let's try Gladstone Street. We'll work with evidence we can find on our own for now. That one we already watched. Let's just see what we have here.
Simon is 6 foot.
That's just Simon. We don't really care about him. That was about her name. Oh, I have my history. I forgot. Florence, adopted mother. Oh yeah, that was that whole thing. Dead in bed, death caps. Childhood friend. Let's try imagination, maybe? Or imaginary? I don't know if we saw this.
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss.
Oh yeah, I remember
Mum
we
saw
watched
me in my
this.
underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready.
Maybe we
That
should
was amazing.
ask about Dad, because we haven't found out much about him yet. Mostly has been about Mom and her sister. Let's try Dad. There we go. That's what new looks like. It's got the little eyeball. Okay.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though. I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
What's a till? Maybe the cash register?
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen, you can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need.
That sounds like a metaphor.
That used to be my
Shrooms? He's growing shrooms?
the bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
What are we talking about here? What are we talking about with bags? We'll have to look up that next. Bags and shrooms.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows were really hard to open anyway. It's stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
Okay, I want to look up bags. Get that all the way. Can I drag this window over? There we go. Bags.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff, stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed and that's when I called the police.
Wait, so she found Simon in her bin bags? In her trash can? Or the baby? I don't... I'm just adding that to the thing. Bin bags, okay. We'll keep that in mind. I mean, I guess we didn't really look into Simon all that much. I guess that is kind of important.
They let me take a bag of clothes with me, but...
Okay, let's try baby. Did we try that yet? I can't spell. It's fine. These are new.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Alone together. Holiday? Okay. Let's see. Let's try this one.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
So I guess it must have been Simon in the bag if her baby's dead.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible.
Or maybe not?
I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
So that was on 27/06/94. What was this one on?
No.
25/06/94.
I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at
06. 06. Wait, what? 06/27/94. 06/25/94. So she's saying here that she had a miscarriage. Perhaps it's this baby that she's talking about. So they had like a little miracle baby and then she had a miscarriage anyway, I guess. But it doesn't seem like Simon was totally on board with this whole thing. I want to try Alone Together. No, just one. Okay, miscarriage.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. The miscarriage and then my parents.
Okay, lost your parents in the same year you lost the baby, but when did you lose Simon?
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Oh. So she might have... Oh god, stop that. I hate it when it does that. So she might have had another baby after the miscarriage.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
Freaking everyone's having miscarriages, apparently.
It left her infertile.
You get a miscarriage. You get a miscarriage.
Corrected its course.
Huh?
We were aligned again.
What the hell? What does that mean?
But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then...
You know what? I think we're talking to two different people here. I think sometimes we're talking to Hannah and sometimes we're talking to Eve. 'Cause... Let me see.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile.
Hannah and Simon are together and Eve's alone.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then...
Hannah had a miscarriage. So this is Hannah, that's Eve. Eve has long hair, Hannah has short hair. Okay, let me just... Well, she doesn't have short hair, it's just tied back. Hannah... plus Simon... Miscarriage... Eve... Long hair... Pregnant? Question mark? Possibly? I believe that's what's happening. That's why it seems kind of confusing and feels like she's lying sometimes. It's because we're not always talking to Hannah or Eve, I think. I think we're talking to both of them, possibly. And I mean, you wouldn't really be able to tell all that much because they're supposed to be twins, right? So what do we look for next? I forget. There was a thing about typing longer sentences. Robbery supermarket. Yes, I was there. Inverted commas to search for an exact match against the entire statement. Okay. Let's just try Simon and Hannah.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at.
What the hell?
It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity.
What the hell?
It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns.
God.
I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
What the hell? What the hell? That's just too much information. Okay, that's just weird. Alright. Ew. That's gross.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went. Kept changing places in the toilet. We only
Poor
had one
Simon.
best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes.
He has no idea what's happening.
Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems.
That's not your only problem, lady.
The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back.
I think it meant on multiple things.
After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
I don't really care. Oh God, please stop it. I hate it, you. I hate you, lady. I don't know who you are, but I hate you. I hate it when it does that. But that is, I don't care that she broke the rules. This is a really freaking weird game you're playing. Ugh, poor Simon. He has no idea what's going on. Wonder which one of them chopped him into pieces.
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant, but I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers, drunk guys I'd met in clubs, in parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do.
Yeah, I think it is kind of the right thing to do at this point. Freaking crazy.
We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Please don't appear. Don't stop it. Please, no. Oh, God. But, wait. She tried to get pregnant because Hannah got pregnant? That's so weird. That is so weird. You gotta just live as your own freaking people at this point. And poor Simon. Does he know this is happening? If, like, they were planning on moving in together, all three of them, was he gonna find out when, like, they bought the apartment and he's like, why are there 3 beds in this room? And he's like, well, you see, both me and my sister have been dating you for years. Like, that's really weird. Oh God. Oh no. But I don't know, on a side note, I was like looking something up because I remembered something earlier, and I can see why this is a horror game, because the person who made this game also made Silent Hill, so yeah, that's terrifying. Anyway, I don't know why it's so scary. It's just someone staring at me every once in a while, but it still unsettles me deeply. I guess it's like a jump scare. Oh, that's so weird though. These twins are freaking nuts. But so I believe it's Eve here. I think it was Eve that was stolen by I don't know, like was it like a midwife or whatever that like helped their mom give birth or whatever, because someone told the mom that one of the twins died or whatever, and then she like kidnapped them basically, I think. So does that mean it was like this one that got taken away, and then Hannah's the one that actually had parents, and then like Eve was like sneaking into their attic and stuff to hang around? I think that's what's going on.
the legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper, curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Fantastic. Good for Simon, making choices. Let's try Carl.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
Now who are you, though? Because it's weird that, like, she'd tell the same thing twice, so... Wouldn't this one be Hannah? But... Hannah never did it with Carl. So maybe it is Eve, but she seems a lot happier in that clip than she was later.
I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It was stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Okay. Try this one.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Let's try separate. I think I spelled that wrong. Separate. Separate. I don't know. Now it looks weird. That's not right. Separate. There we go. I can spell. I was an honors English.
I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused.
Good, your body was like, this is fucked up.
It stopped because hers had. I was pretty though. I mean, how can
mentally?
you say the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
Freaking nutcase. Let's. Oh god, would you stop that? Let's try different. Different.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's...
Okay. Oof. I'm pretty sure these are all the clips that we have or haven't seen. That's a lot that we're missing. Don't worry about it. Let's try Simon in trash. In bag. In bin.
the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. And when I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And I...
Oh, ew.
Is there a bin?
Yeah. Gross, lady. That's gross. Okay. Thanks for that. What do we do? What do we do? Family? We already saw that. Lives?
That's all that matters, really. The baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby.
Well, it's not your baby. Oh, could you please don't do that? I'm so sad whenever you do that. I hate you. And baby.
It's like I told you before. I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
Please don't appear. Please stop that. Where'd Hannah go? Hannah dead? No?
You're reaching here.
Which one of them has the tattoo, I wonder?
No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for.
Perhaps this is Hannah?
Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Maybe not. I don't know who that is.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford. Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
I'm almost certain that one's Eve. I think Hannah has a tattoo. Let me look that up again. I know we looked it up before. Let me see this one.
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots.
Which one has a tattoo, though?
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
I have a feeling that Eve got a tattoo after Hannah got a tattoo. If, it sounds like Hannah was possibly trying to break away from their whole twin thing. But Eve is having a really hard time letting go. Individuality. Oh, okay. Arm. No. Glass glow. That's where they're from, right? Glass glow? I think that's where they're from. Let's try Eric.
He was wearing a shirt, with a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house. So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at The Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you. His parents haven't heard anything either. Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
I wonder why some of these only have, like, some of them have a bar, but other ones don't. Maybe it's trying to say the important ones have a...
Yes, that would be in his wallet.
Or the important ones don't have a bar?
The silver one.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one. Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
I don't think Diane's important, but I'll write her down. Did I ever try kidnapping? Oh, that sounds weird. Personally, I haven't. Steal? Stolen? Mine? Boyfriend? How about sex? There we go.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
That's Hannah. I guess she is shyer. Because Eve just told us all straight up.
How is your sex life?
She really doesn't like this question.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
I wouldn't say that. You have your whole thing going on.
No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Alright, that confirms it. We're talking to two different people. Eve was all the more happy to tell us about it all. Okay, so... let's try Diane. Not that I think she's really a main player in this, but why not?
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
Okay. Why she got a guitar in that one? She gonna sing an apology song?
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time.
Glass go, not glass
Was it
glow.
Glasgow then? Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Nope, not sure what it is either.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well.
Why do you have that here?
Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Let's try guitar. I want to know why she's got that thing here. All of a sudden, she's gonna sing us a song. Let's try this one.
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar.
I wonder if only one of them can play.
Okay. Probably needs tuning. No, it's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
Don't play anything copyrighted, please. Sing from the heart, lady.
There were two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. But he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain. With a pretty little face and a long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly.
I feel like this is a strange song to sing at the police station while you're getting questioned for a murder.
She floated up and she floated.
Maybe she should have stuck with something like that happy song or something. Something with less suspicious lyrics.
Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
I wonder... This is Hannah, right? I think so. I mean, I don't know, I think they both change the hair sometimes, but I think this one's possibly Hannah. Because she seemed all so happy about, the captain's son only having a thing for the younger one. And I'm guessing maybe Hannah's the younger one.
Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
Okay. Who are you, though?
No. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
Let's just try music. I want to know if the other one can do it. No? Band? Glasgow. Oops.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep. Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back. No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning. When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
But isn't this Eve? Because Hannah had to take both of their driving tests, so she's lying right now about who she is, and she was lying to that guy. 'Cause I don't know. I don't think Eve ever got pregnant, right? 'Cause I don't know if she had a did Hannah have a miscarriage and then get pregnant again, or did maybe Eve finally get pregnant, perhaps? I'm getting all confused. Let's try driver's test. Maybe just driver? How about just drive?
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that.
What haven't we tried? Have we tried Time of Death yet? No. How did Simon die, actually? Murder weapon? Accident? Drown? Captain? Song?
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Maybe it's just the two of you, but I think your subconscious picked that song because Eve wants you to come back and stay with her forever. I don't know what else we can do. What did we... I feel like we got everything out of this line of thought. I don't think I spelled that right at all. Dude, that doesn't need to be there. There we go. No, okay. What'd she get? An STD? No, okay. Eve? Eve and Hannah. Simon. I don't know. I'm just gonna put together words now. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Gone? Oh, there we go.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess the Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went.
Oh yeah, he's just missing, right?
So many things could have gone wrong.
Or is he in the body bag? I'm so not sure anymore. I can't remember everything from last time.
The other detective has just gone to get me one.
Get you one a what? A drink?
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the
They
boy
killed
to
him
be found
together.
later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it.
What?
Rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it.
What?
The watch. That was my touch. To make sure the alibi stuck.
What the hell? We're adding this to the session. We're keeping that one. That one's basically admitting the murder.
My sister is gone.
Huh?
And she's never coming back.
That's unsettling. Okay. Alibi. Chit-chat. What the hell's this? Is it trying to tell me I've got enough evidence? I don't know. No. Weird. I guess it's trying to tell us that we have enough stuff to put it all together. Let's try watch. Wristwatch? Broken mirror. Body in basement. Hannah and Eve body? I don't know. What are we missing? One volume missing. What does that mean? One volume. Baby. Matters. Baby missing? Hannah is gone. Hannah is dead. Eve is dead? forever. I don't know. I don't know what else we're missing here. Or at least what other words we can do. Nursery? Move. There we go.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
Something tells me she didn't listen.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face.
What did she knew? Tell me. What did she knew? Oh God, please no. She knew. Simon found out. Hannah. So it sounds like Hannah's baby miscarriage, definitely, and then maybe I don't know how Eve got pregnant. I'm wondering if perhaps Simon got Eve pregnant and then like Hannah's solution was like, oh, just move in. It's almost like having our baby, but not, because it's your twin. But it's like, well, I guess genetically it'd be kind of the same. I don't know. That's really weird, but I don't have any more things I can think of to enter, so let's just say yes. Or not. Yes. Please stop. Good, so you think you understand why your mother did what she did. Who are we talking to? I don't like how she's kind of flickering in the background. Stop that, I'm covering your face up. What? What did our mother do? Mother lied? Lie?
A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
I can still see her in there.
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test. I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
Hannah? Lie? Eve? Mom? Hide?
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but
Oh God, where'd the game go?
I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
So Eve was the one that was trapped with the fake mom. So, who are we right now? So, you think you understand why your mother did what she did? I guess it depends if we're Eve or Hannah. I mean, I don't understand why this would ever occur. Like, why either of the mothers would have, like, stolen one of the child's away and tried to keep them separate. Because neither of them seem like that's like a good plan. And then, like, to trap one inside a house basically all the time while the other one gets to go outside and do all the normal kid stuff. So, no, I don't really understand it, because it's just a terrible thing. That's understandable, Sarah. You know, Sarah? Who the hell's Sarah? You can always come back again. I'll be outside, log off, and meet me over the road. Who the hell's Sarah? Hold on.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah.
Oh.
Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Oh. So that must be Hannah, and she didn't want to have a symmetrical name because of Eve, probably. Wait, come back. Well, let's just log off, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't really tell you what happened. So I guess we were in here as Hannah, perhaps? And... no, we were... Are we, like, their kid or something? Are we actually Sarah? But that'd be weird. I don't understand. Unless if Sarah looks exactly like her mom. That's weird though. Were we talking to 3 different people? Or no, or... No, because it's weird, because like Sarah's in the thing getting interviewed, so either way it's weird that she'd be at the computer desk looking at all this stuff. That's hurting my brain. So I guess we never really found out how Simon died. I guess I didn't really figure out the root or the keywords for that. But we know that they had something to do with him, at least his murder getting covered up or whatever. I mean, if he was in a bag in their basement and they like dressed him up to look, I guess, I don't know why they would dress him up. I guess they said they wanted an alibi, but, or they didn't want to get caught outside with his body, but I don't know. I feel like changing his corpse and like shoving him in your basement is 10 times worse than just finding him outside. Unless he was like in the trash can outside, but still that's pretty bad. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we were talking to Hannah and Eve, and Eve is the less stable of the bunch because she was trapped in that house, and I hate this. What is happening right now? I hate this. Okay. And Eve is like trying to live vicariously. Oh, Sarah, if you're stuck, you could always try admin random or the unlock command. I'm okay. We're fine. What was I saying? Yeah, so Sarah's trying to like kind of live vicariously through Hannah, I think. And I don't know what's going on with Hannah. I don't know if she's trying to keep her in. because like at times Hannah seems like she wants to be apart from Eve and they want to be two separate people, but other times she's like inviting her into her house and trying to get her to live with them, so I find that strange. But I'm wondering if she only wants her around because Eve was able to have a baby and Hannah did not, and she kind of wants to have a baby, and this is I guess maybe the easiest way for it to happen. Like maybe she kept trying but for some reason it wasn't working out anymore, so she was like, well, my sister has a perfectly good baby that I'm like 90% sure that like Eve's baby she had with Simon while they were masquerading as each other. But then after the baby's born, maybe she doesn't want Eve around anymore. Like she kind of just wanted her for the baby, maybe? And then she doesn't want it to be... She doesn't want the baby's name to be Ava because it'll remind her of Eve. And I think Eve at some point possibly tried to leave town with her own baby, but then I don't know how they all get back together. I don't know. So that was her story. I know I didn't like get every little bit of evidence, but if I did that, I think I'll be here for another 6 more years trying to think of keywords and phrases to put in this thing. And besides, even if you do get it all, I don't think it'll outright tell you what's going down. But I don't know. I feel like we understand their situation a bit more. I guess we don't really know how Simon died or what's going on here, but I don't know if I would get those answers if we keep like trying to punch our way through all these keywords anyway. So I guess, I don't know, I'm probably gonna leave it here for this one and we'll just have to brainstorm what's happening, or you can play the game yourself and look for all these extra little things. But I'm thinking, because the text like asked me if I was done, I'm thinking like I must have had enough key evidence to come up with some sort of solution. Like I'm guessing they have some sort of threshold you have to meet before they like want to kick you out of the game. But yeah, that was really interesting, and also kind of unsettling with the whole like person in the screen. I feel like that was unnecessary, but I guess they want to make you feel a little bit tense every now and then, and I guess if you made Silent Hill, you'd want your next game to have a little bit of spookiness in it anyways. But that's all for this one, so let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you next time. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.